Now we move shortly. We still have time. Now we move to Mexico. A French archaeologist found at the end of the 19th century, deep underground, the first so-called god in Mexico. And the archaeologists don't really know what kind of god this was, but they say it might have been used because he is sitting in this style. This part of the body must have been used to put the hearts which they took out from the body on top as a ceremony. Yeah, could be, but I don't think so. Because a farmer, the same man who found the crystal skull I showed you before in Mexico, the same farmer found on his ground in a tunnel 3,000 artifacts. The smallest one this size, the biggest one this size. Out of the 3,000 pieces, 2,500 pieces are stone and 500 pieces are molded material, like a kind of ceramic. So, I got an email, it's approximately 3 years now, an email, top secret, 10 pictures. Top secret from someone I don't know. Maybe someone tries that I open one of the photos and I get a virus and my computer says goodbye. So I was very carefully and I checked one by one through 2 of different virus killer and I couldn't find a virus. Then I opened the first picture and I watched all 10 and I just thought, this is not real. These are new made, because they were definitely so good that they must have been new. But I'm a polite man. I wrote many thanks to the lady to Mexico City, and I said, it looks very, very interesting, but how you think, why did you send me those photos? Why don't you ask scientists in Mexico or researchers in Mexico? She wrote me back, I was thinking already many years how to present these pieces, but I know that they are so incredible, unbelievable, that I was looking for the right man, and I watched some of your interviews, and I think you are one of the honest ones, and that's why I try to make a contact with you. I said, okay, but believe me, with 10 photos, even I cannot believe that these pieces are original. So she sent me more and more photos. Altogether I have now approximately over 1,000 photos. Some of the artifacts have gold inlays and precious stone inlays. And I asked the lady, why this farmer doesn't go public with the pieces? She said, because you can imagine what happens if it is public that he has such pieces in this volume. I'm quite sure that the government will take all the pieces and most probably also his land. So she asked me if I can help slowly to prove for the public that these artifacts are original. And 2.5 years ago in a conference where Nassim Haramein was, when I sent the first 10 photos to Nassim Haramein, 10 of the most unexplainable for me because I'm not a physicist, and he was on Skype, and I told him, did you see the photos? He said, no, I open it now, and he opened it, and then he just said, oh my God, oh my God. Then I said, Nassim, just call me Klaus, just to break his impression. So he asked me also if I'm quite sure these artifacts are original. I said I'm not sure, but we did check. I got 4 pieces for research in Vienna. It looks like they are very old, but still it's not enough approval, and we did a presentation of some of the artifacts in the conference in Saarbrücken, And we asked the public not making photos and not filming. But someone did a film and he was putting it on internet, on YouTube, and you can imagine what happened. Even the biggest UFO and alien fans named us liars and crazy, and we show some new made pictures because, as I said before, they are too good to be believable. But I can tell you that two of the masks I show you later, these are stone masks with semi-precious stones mosaic on it, and the mosaic, the stones are glued with organic material. And this organic material, we did an age dating test at the university in Tucson, Arizona. The first mask, the age dating of the organic material is 6,800 years plus minus, 8,600 years plus minus 100 years, and the second one, 12,400 years plus minus 100 years. So this is still not enough approval, final approval. Now we are trying to do two different additional testings, and then we can say these are really very, very old artifacts. But look now by yourself, why strange? You see one of these Chakmol gods, he is holding something on his breast, but it is definitely not a heart. And look at the one on top here. What is he holding on his breast? For me, it looks like a television or maybe an iPod from the time in past. But interesting is that the Russians are saying, the scientists in Russian are saying that this position would be the best for long space travels. Doesn't that sound interesting? Here, look at him. This is definitely not a heart taken out from a body. And here, this one, you can see even a kind like uniform and helmet. Here again, the form of a so-called Chakmol god. Here another one. Here you can see, it looks like, or could be, a pyramid. These are molded pieces. And here you have some close-ups. And look at this one. Here you have the sun and the sun eruption, and there is a flying object. There are two other flying objects, and this could be the Earth, because here you have the atmosphere. And interesting, I got these photos definitely 3 years ago, and I'm not sure, was it 1 or was it 1.5 years ago, on Facebook and on internet, they showed a photograph of the sun with exactly a form, a dark form like here presented. And you will hear tomorrow in the conference from Valery Uvarov, you will hear many things which could be an explanation of this picture here. On this object you can even see very strange persons looking out of a kind of windows. Here again looks like a UFO, oh pardon, and also a very strange person with very big eyes. Here again, it looks like a UFO. This is the top photograph of the one you saw before. Here you can see the helm, and he is sitting somewhere inside, and here again planets, flying objects. As I told you, they are too good to be real. Here again, sun eruption and flying objects. Here, I said it looks like a wormhole. Valerie said for him it's not real a wormhole, but very interesting in any case. Here you can see flying object, and here a man sitting in the same position as the Chakmol god and raising the left hand. And many of the artifacts you will see now, some of them, they are always raising the left hand. And when I saw these pictures, I said, I am happy that they are raising the left hand, because if they would raise the right hand, I would have a problem in Austria with the police. They call it Wiederbetätigung. But these pieces are definitely old. Here, another one, very, very strange. This is a close-up of the picture I showed you before, and look, if you still find it on the internet, this photo was not shown before I got this photo and this object. And it shows definitely the sun with sun eruptions and this kind of triangle dark in the sun itself. So could it be maybe from past a warning to us, or could it show to us that sun eruptions are connected with flying objects? There are many possibilities. Here you have planetarium, but not our system, I don't think so. Here you have a picture of many of the masks, many strange, all different kind of types of masks. And you can see some of stone, some of molded, some of them, but most of them here in stone. How can a farmer who has no money make 3,000 pieces, and even some of them with gold and precious stone inlays? I don't believe so. And maybe this December I can fly with one friend researcher to Mexico. We might get the allowance to make a complete documentation of all 3,000 pieces and checking them by ourselves. This is one of the masks we did an age dating. You see, this is a stone mask with a mosaic on top, and this mosaic is glued with an organic material. And we took out part of the gluing material, and as I said before, the age dating is really, really impressive. This is the reverse side of this mask. You see a kind like UFO and someone in a sarcophagus. Interesting, this one, it is stone, this size, has 2 eye inlays, and the position on many of the pictures, the hand position is exactly like they found the position of the mummies of the pharaohs. This looks like one of the very big Nazca lines in Peru. Another mask, pure stone, but with this ink carving on the reverse side. Another mask with this person raising the left hand. You see a kind of comet on his back. This one, a kneeling guy with a helmet looking up to the sky, and it looks like he is holding a child in his arms. This is the reverse side, very interesting, because for me that looks like a flying object, and this guy is protecting what he is holding, and this looks like a comet. The third eye, here a guy with an elongated strange skull and very big eyes, and another one here. This is one of the most interesting ones because you can clearly see here the mask on his face, also raising the left hand, and the position again like the Chuck mole. Here another one. Here a little kind of sarcophagus. You see the inside here and the top. This is the side of this sarcophagus. Here you see 2 step pyramids. These are some of the figurines, and here you can see that they have gold inlays, the eyes are gold inlays, and some precious stones also here. Oops. This one, very interesting. Also this one. And this is my favorite, because here you can see exactly the glass of the helmet and the very big eyes, and also here different planetarium. So you see by yourself that these pieces are too good to be real. But what was the good thing of the unallowed filming and showing on YouTube? Some of the Mexican tribes saw this interview, this video, where Nassim Haramein explained some of these stones, and then they informed me over internet, and they showed me that they have also similar artifacts in their ownership. The indigenous from Oaxaca and other provinces, now they show to the public that they also have since long time very similar artifacts. So please believe me, these artifacts are real. I was the one who always said, in my conferences, I don't talk about aliens and extraterrestrials as long as I don't have